By the name of God, the most gracious is the most merciful. First of all, and before my passing to my other topic, I would like to say you peace be upon you. I would like to say you welcome to all audience, invited people, our teachers, brothers, sisters, and all students. I would like to say you introduce with myself. My name is Arafat Muhammad Noor. I come from Hamime Elementary, Junior, and Secondary School. I am in 9th grade. Again, I would like to appreciate you for your giving me the chance to participate in competitive debating on the topic that says the positive impact of technology is greater than the negative impact of technology in youth daily life, or the negative impact of technology is greater than the positive impact of technology in youth daily life. I am going to debate as a proposer for the subtopic that says the positive impact of technology is greater than the negative impact of technology in youth daily life. Yes, I am sure that you are expecting me to give you a proof. How is this? Even though there are several proofs, but I am going to describe only 3 examples in short. The first to solve health problems, the second for transportation, and the third for communication. I start for the first example. Everybody knows that without health there is no life. Ancient people were facing several problems because of different diseases, and they were not knowing what the cause, how to cure, and how to prevent this disease. For example, malaria, TB, HIV/AIDS. If we see in the history, many people were died because of this disease. But nowadays, all these diseases and their causes are studied, and the people learned how to cure and how to prevent this disease. And several medicine for different diseases are made, and the people save from death. And we know that is the positive impact of technology. The second example, transportation. We know that people in the past time were difficult to move from continent to continent, or from country to country, or from place to place for different purposes such as business, education, and so others. But this fast technology, different machines such as ships, cars, aeroplanes, and trains are made to solve this problem. Now the people improved their life, The third example is for communication. We know that people in the early time were not sharing ideas in a short time, and messages were transported by a people. But now this fast technology, different telecommunications such as internet, radio, TV, and mobile are discovered. Now the people chatting with each other and sharing different ideas. At last, through technology, we have solved almost all our problem difficulty. So the technology will lead in our life the correct way and create greater positive impact of technology without any debate. Thank you. If you have any question?
Yes, I have a question. Arafat, do you say technology alone is positive? Why is the use affected by the negative impact of technology? Or why the use make evil things from technology?
First, to be sure, our topic that says technology. Technology have both positive and negative. This is very simple. About 5% is not more than, but about 95% is positive impact of technology for different uses such as communication and also education.
If there is no negative, the mobile phones, why our teachers punishment when we take it in our school? If there is no the negative impact of the mobile phones, why our teachers punishment when we take it in our school?
This is no question, my teacher.
If there is no the negative impact of the mobile phones, why our teachers punishment when we take it in our school?
If there is no any telecommunication, how people live?
So please, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, hi guys, teachers, parents, gentlemen, judges, hi governmental officers, as well as members of National Union, yours and students. Before I enter to my topic, I want to introduce to myself. My name is Abdurrahman Ismail Muhammad. I am learning in grade 9. I came from Shahid Muhammad Shamsi Junior and Secondary School, Subzone Sheb. My debating topic is the negative impact of technology is higher than the positive impact of technology in your daily life. Yes, I agree the negative impact of technology in your daily life because at this time technology is more developed so many people able to use it and the technology has negative and the positive but the negative parts of technology is more attractive. Always use went to funny and attractive things like video, game, and other different films affect education, while technology has made education more accessible and convenient. It has also led to the affects education, while technology has made education more accessible and convenient. It has also led to the concerns about the quality of education and the potential negative impact on learning outcomes. A study that the use of technology in education can lead to lower academic achievements. I am classified the negative impact of technology into 5 main points. I have depended in the world, especially in our country. First point it is called addiction. Many of us are addicted to your mobile phones. They use mobile phones day and night. And it is the main problem of technology. Second point it is called health effect. Once addicted to your mobile phones, many health problems such as it is called the blindness. Many people suffering from eye disease because of too much screen time. Not only blindness, such as the earphones will attack to the ear, it is called the deafness. Third point, it is called social problem. Nowadays, technology resulted in social problem. Many of us, they do not give time to their family and their society, so they are only friendly mobile phones. And this is the main problem of sociality. Fourth point is called wasting time. Most of us at this time they are wasting time by watching serious films and unnecessary TikTok. So they waste time rather than helping family and they are working school assignments. Fifth point is called financial problem. Leads us to the laborness or financial problem. Since many of us they do not work to get money to live and support their parents, they already addicted and it is time wasted by seeing mobile phones. Finally, while it is true the technology has negative and positive impacts in your daily life, the overall the negative impact appears to be more significant with the rise of social media like video, game, and other digital distractions. Young people are spending more time in technological devices than ever before. This can lead to decreased face-to-face communication skills and increase the screen time and the lack of physical activity. Most of us gather evil things from technology and it is make it back effect on our young generation. They are now trying to follow other culture and if this is continued our own culture. So we have to try to give up the bad influence of technology in his daily life. I am saying thank you all of you listen to me. Arafat, do you have a question?
Let's say if there is no any telecommunication, how people in the world communicate or transfer message from each other or to each other? How?
Yes, it is communicating by the letters and they are communicating by the mobile phones. It is a short period of time. It is not long period of time. It is a long period of time. It is not communicate. This is playing game. It is watching unnecessary TikTok. So So yeah, they cannot management with their technology in your daily life.
How many takes to take from one place to another place by the letter?
Yes, transportation by the camels and the donkey, there anything there. That.
Yes, the transportation is one part of the positive impact of technology.
Yes, it is a puzzle, but it is their technologies. Most of they do not make it that good things. They always do. Most of make it bad, evil things. They do not work to their this good and the positive technology in his daily life.
Second question. If there is not any company or vehicle, how people in the world live?
So please, my sister Arafat, clarify your question.
Let's say if there is not any company and not vehicle, how people in the world live without any technology?
If the question is not clarified, according to my topic, always technology is negative. Most of at this time, technology is bad, evil things, and there are most of make evil things from technology. And they say that is their negative impact of technology is higher than the positive.
Not my brother. The people without any positive technology with each not life. Without any life.
So they say without technology is no life. What is their?
It's time, please.
It is a life for them.
It's time.
Good evening, dear guests, honorable judges, teachers, governmental workers, and union officials. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Abd Suleiman Saad, 11th grade student from Faba Junior Secondary School. First and foremost, I would like to extend my gratitude to the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students for organizing this program. Then, I am standing in front of you to debate on the topic that says, the positive impacts of technology is higher than the negative impacts on youth life. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, technology has become an inseparable part of modern life, shaping the way people communicate, work, learn, and entertain themselves. For young people in particular, technology is not merely a tool, but a defining feature of their social identity and daily experience. Smartphones, social media platforms, online and offline learning platforms, and digital innovations have transformed the youth landscape into precedented or extraordinary way. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me proceed to mention the reasons which make me debate firstly that the positive impacts of technology is higher than the negative impacts in youth life. Okay, so I have some pointers that support my areas. My first point is access to education and knowledge. Technology has revolutionized education by making information accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Online learning platforms and offline learning platforms, digital libraries and educational applications, allowing young people to stand beyond the limitations of their physical classrooms. For example, during COVID-19, online learning platforms enabled millions of students worldwide to continue learning despite of school closure. So if we had access to internet service at our homes, we would not mere one year from learning, and this is clearly demonstrates the indispensable role of technology in education. Okay, my second point is development and career opportunities. Digital literacy is now a core skill for employment in developed and developing countries. So technology created new career paths in fields such as artificial intelligence, robotics, digital marketing system, and email commerce. So young people can use technology to start business with minimum capital. My third point is global connectivity and social interaction. Social media platforms enable youth to connect with peers worldwide, fostering cultural exchange and global awarenesses. It also enhances communication with family and friends, reducing isolation and strengthening relationships. Moreover, youth activism has been flourished throughout the world, allowing young voices to fight against injustice through digital platforms. For example, the collective youth of Israel, the collective voice of youth, war crimes against Israel in Gaza is a current reality. And my fourth point is health and well-being. Technology supports health awarenesses through fitness applications, mental health resources, and telemedicine services. Online counseling platforms provide access for mental health support, reducing stigma and barriers. Digital innovations such as diagnostics and digital library provide full outcomes health for use. For example, in this digital world, high qualified doctors are making complicated operations far thousands of kilometers far by online. And my fifth point is creativity and innovation. Okay, technology provides tools for artistic expression, from digital photography and music production to digital to video editing and graphic design. Platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook allow young people to showcase their talents to global audiences. So, these platforms empower youth to be creators rather than the passive consumers. And my last point is, when we compare the negative impacts with the above mentioned positive impacts. Okay, negative impacts are situational and solvable. Solvable through use responsible and guidance. But positive impacts are permanent and transformative. For example, screen addiction. Screen addiction is one of the negative impacts. But this impact can be solved by proper use of technology and not by disregarding it. Ladies and gentlemen, at last but not least, by way of conclusion, let me make the important remarks. The future is digital, and youth without technology are just left behind. And blaming technology for misuse is just like blaming book for misinformation. And all of you, when we write the conclusion, the scale is clear because technology is a tool and it's up to us to decide on how to use it. So please don't listen to the distorted facts of my opponent and try to make technology for the betterment of your life. Thanks for listening to me attentively. Victory to the masses.
Let me ask some question. Vehicles are parts of technology, but would you suffer from more accident where if you were walking on foot, where there are no cars, buses on the road?
Okay, bro. Can you make your question please clearly?
Vehicles are parts of technology, but would you suffer from more accident if you were walking on foot, where there are no cars, buses on the road?
Okay, bro. Technology is a choice. It's your choice. If you drive well, you can make your safety. But technology is not means that if we invent cars, we make accidents. Accidents depend on you, not on technology. Okay?
I ask you second question. I will tell you second question. You were saying mobile then. What will you do when your mobile turned off or lost from where your document that is in it? So we have to write our document on our notebook, right?
Okay. Mobile phones, smartphones is not only for documents. It has also more importance. And you were saying we can write documents on our notice. Can you carry 100 books in your bag if there is no mobile phone? Can you carry 100 books in your bag or 10,000 books in your bag if there is no mobile phones?
Okay, thank you. Second question. My third question asks you me. What is it is? What is it is? Where are you doing? What it is used? When you are suffer from more accident of the toll. What is used? What is used? What is used? When you are suffer to control your country on the unwanted things from the internet. So we need discipline society and with our technology.
I told you, I answered the accident question. Cars is not invented only for accidents. If we don't have any cars, why we travel here? By what? by cars, all right? So cars is not only invented for accidents. I already
Abdul,
answered
it's
your
time,
question.
please.
And your second.
It's time.
Okay.
The stage is to Ali. Ali.
Good afternoon, respected guests, judges, and students. My name is Ali Umar Ali from Hadinet Faro and the junior on the secondary school. I am here in front of to the present the topic which the negative impacts of technology in use life. And I am strongly agree with this statement. First, technology is usage and the knowledge of tools, technical system or method of organization. For example, technology can include cell phone and the internet. However, not all technology has been used for useful purpose. It might affect the use life on the following reason. First, loss of instructional time. Second, pornography. Third, it has a lot of bad impacts on our culture. Let's see them one by one. Loss of instructional time. For example, our students are spending their whole time in their mobile watching films, play games that they are obsessed with it, and they have no time for studying and their family. And my second point is pornography. Pornography are magazine, films that show sexual acts and the image can be harmful to our society, especially to children or students. So our students are becoming toxic. Our society by learning those bad things from the internet. And my third point is that it has a lot of bad impacts on our society. For example, all of those fashion, hairstyle, and the dancing style that we are observing on our children are out of our society on and the culture. And this is harmful for us to follow our elders' rule on the culture. Finally, as all of this are happening, because of technology, it has a lot of disadvantage, more than its advantage. Thank you for listening.
Okay? Okay, bro. In shortly, if you believe that technology's negative impact is greater, then are you suggesting you should abandon all technology altogether? If yes, why are you using this microphone while it is this equipment and products of technology?
Can you clear if you repeat question?
If you believe that technology's negative impact is greater, and then you're suggesting you should abandon technology altogether, then why are you using this microphone while it is the products and equipment of technology?
Yes, vehicles are parts of technology.
Yes, I know.
Yes, vehicles are parts of technology. But why do you suffer from more accident if you were walking on foot, where there are no cars, buses on the road?
I am the one who's asking. You have already finished it, and I have already answered your question. I am asking now, and I am asking you, why are you using this mic while you are supporting the negative impacts of technology? Can you please make them hear you without this mic? This is enough. Can you please make them hear you without this mic?
Negative impacts of technology is in greater than positive impacts of technology. For example, our students are spending their time in with it, and they have no time for studying and their family.
Okay, Abdu, proceed to the second question. You already asked the first question.
Okay. Okay. My second question is, how would you prepare youth competition in a global economy without technological skills?
Not only pornography, there are a lot of disadvantages. For example, when some of your relatives die, now do you read it from internet and they become shocked, and this is not our culture. All in all, we want something that comes to.
All right, boy. We're not talking about pornography. We are talking about economy. If we don't have any technology, how can we scale our economy? Or how can we compete youth in economy? Youth competition is global. How can you make that if you don't have any technology?
Can you clarify? I cannot understand this question.
I am saying, how can you prepare competition of youth in global while if you don't have technology? In short, I am saying technology is very important. Are you hearing? Technology is very important. At last, let me give you an advice. Technology's negative impacts are situational and solvable. Solvable through guidance use. So if you are responsible and you have guidance, the solution is guidance, not rejection, bro. If you have any guidance, you can solve that by proper use of technology. And if you don't have any technology, you can't do anything in all our life, in all aspects of our school.
If you do not question this is wrong, that. Can you repeat question?
What?
Repeat question.